Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rick Dupuy. Rockin' Rick D is the handle. The reason I use that handle simply because for a great many years, probably about a dozen years, I worked at CFBW as a broadcast radio DJ, and I just stuck with the name. I'll use it for the time being, later to change. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm actually a professional salesman. I have been for in excess of 35 years. A great many years ago, I was working with an older gentleman who was towards the end of his career, and he mentioned something to me, and it really, really stuck. He said to me, "You know, Rick, if you learn one skill in this life, you'll never be without a job or work ever again." I said, "Oh, really? What's that?" He said, "Well, learn how to sell. If you're a salesman, the sky's the limit. You can make a very good living, or you can make an absolutely great living." Ultimately, people need to buy things and people need to be reminded of, and sometimes they need to be nudged in a certain direction. That's where sales comes in. With this program, I'm going to prepare for the next few weeks, and you'll have all the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. I've had some really great mentors, some really great coaches along the way, and they imparted some very sage information along the way, and I used it to my advantage. I've always had a roof over my head, food in the fridge, and for the most part, the bills being paid on time. Sometimes there was feast, sometimes there was famine, but ultimately, I found that the freedom that being a salesperson was second to none. The flexibility you have, the ability to earn as much as you want, really is available, and you just have to learn how to do it. Now, I've sold a great many different things over the course of those years. I've sold business to business, I've sold business to consumer, I've sold tangibles, and I've sold intangibles. And I also discovered along the way that there is two types of sales, essentially. There's a pull sale and there's a push sale. Salespeople often get a bad reputation by being too pushy in a particular direction. And that's rightly so. It's because they are paid commission and they're trying to maximize their commissions. And they sometimes lose the idea that they're really should be out to help people and not just help themselves in the way of making a lot of money. And that's what I found is I've always tried to be as ethical as possible, not to be overly pushy, but in order to be effective, you have to nudge people in the right direction, or at least have them understand where you're coming from, and ask the right questions of them, have them ask the right questions, and ultimately make a situation of mutual benefit for you both, for the person that you're dealing with, whether it be just a consumer or just a person that's in business and you're trying to help them. And it's ultimately that's the way it's done. Now, over the course of weeks, I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I've learned and I've applied. I'll give you examples of those, and just take notes. Take notes and use them to your advantage. Are every one of these tips and tricks going to be beneficial to you? Maybe not, but mostly they will be if properly applied. But also, you have to examine the situation that you're in and the situation that I'm presenting it from, what situation I was in when using that particular technique, and to tweak it to apply to your situation. And you'll find that being in sales is very, very lucrative. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people. You'll meet people that will just absolutely think you're the best thing since sliced bread, and you'll meet others who don't agree with that particular sentiment. That happens. Not everybody's going to like you. And I'll share a little bit of something first. I was a first day CPR instructor for a time during my career. It was just a lot of reasons why. I learned it, and then I thought I'd teach it to others, and that's so I did. In the course that I had to teach that particular subject matter, there was something that came to mind, and it said something along this. It was said something along these lines, and that was: you take a room of 10 people, seven could care less whether you lived or you died, two will like you, and one will not. And ever since that point, I've noticed that there's going to be, in a room of 10 people, seven that could care less if you existed, two that actually would like you and you get good rapport with, and then one would you never, no matter what you do, you'd never get a good rapport with, and they just simply don't like you. And that's okay. I mean, that's human nature. You're not going to like everybody. Not everybody's going to like you. It's just like, you go to 32 flavors of ice cream. Not everybody's going to like Rocky Roads. Not everybody's going to like strawberry. Not everybody's going to like vanilla. So everybody to each their own, and we find our way around that. When it comes to sales, you'll learn to read people. You'll know the ones that like you. The ones that like you is they're more apt to do business with you because they'll trust you. They'll be able to get to know you a little better and get to know what your product or service that you're offering them. And as a result, make it beneficial to you both. You in a financial way, of course, making your living. Them, of course, could be in a business sense, financial gain, or it could be that they're selling a product or buying a product that they absolutely need, or a product or service they absolutely need. And that's what it's all about. That's what selling is. Selling is an interaction with a couple of people and getting things going in a direction that is mutually beneficial. Anyway, so this is the first attempt at this type of presentation I do. I do coach people and all the rest of it, but this one I'm just going to have for people that have questions, and I'll be glad to answer anything that I can, the best to my ability, and hopefully it is of great benefit to you. I want to thank you for tuning in today. I do appreciate you. Please like and always like and share this if it's of great benefit to you. Of course, if you need to criticize, please do in a constructive way. I would appreciate it that way. Just to say something negative, well, everybody has an opinion that could be negative. But anyway, and your positive feedback was always be of benefit too. I do appreciate that. This is the first one. I'm giving it a whirl, and I thank you for your time again. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.